Still feeling a little overstimulated? Yeah. I'm sorry, baby. Can I help? Yeah. Okay. Just get nice and close, okay? I'm right here. It's okay. I'm right here. I won't go anywhere. It's okay. Just take some deep breaths for me, okay? Good job. I know you're feeling really overwhelmed right now. I know, I'm sorry. I know. If I could just make the feeling go away, I would. But we're gonna work on it together, okay? We're gonna work on getting that anxiety back to a reasonable place where it's nice and manageable, okay? Yeah. I want you to follow my breathing, okay? Ready? Hold. And slowly let out. Good job. And breathe in. Hold. 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 And slowly. Good job. Ready? Breathe in. Hold, hold, hold. And breathe out. There we go. You're doing so good already. I know sometimes it's hard to think straight and to know what to do next, especially when you're overwhelmed or overstimulated, and it's hard to think about the next right thing, but right now there's nothing else to think about besides your breathing, and what your body's doing. Just keep breathing for me, okay, love? You've been doing so much recently. You've been busy. And I know that whether it's a good busy or a bad busy, busy is busy. And it can get overwhelming really easily. And it can feel suffocating really easily. But you're doing a really good job managing everything that you have to. It's a very full plate you have. And unfortunately, it's a part of life, especially now. It's just a part of adulting. It's a part of growing up. I do mean it like that, yeah. Growing up in an adult way, because I kind of think of growing up as a never-ending cycle. You're always growing up, growing up, growing up, until you're old. And even then, you're still learning and growing, just in a different way, so it's a constant constant thing, but that means that you're living. So it's a good thing. Even if it feels negative, it's still a good thing. And I know that sounds kind of deceitful almost, but the cool thing about life is that forward motion isn't really defined very easily. But as long as you're going forward and you're experiencing change, I think those two always come together rather than apart. You can't have change without going forward, one way or another, even if it feels like a step in the wrong direction. And that never stops until our days are over for good. I'm not trying to sound morbid, it's just the truth, okay? But I want you to find some peace in the fact that you're busy, and even if it doesn't feel good, that does mean you're moving forward towards something better, towards a reality that is more comfortable, feels more like you even. It's another thing I think never changes is we're constantly trying to find ourselves. We're constantly trying to learn more about ourselves as humans, and that alone is very overwhelming. But it's beautiful, isn't it? How we, as people, as intelligent as we are, can truly learn about ourselves. I just think that's such a cool concept, and I might be sounding a little nerdy right now, but it's true. And it is overwhelming. It is a lot, especially because we can't really pause the rest of the world to figure ourselves out. We have so much to juggle and to balance every single day that it is very overwhelming. You think about it, it's even the little things are like just little tasks that we have to do every day, and then there's the new things we have to do every day, and then there's the unexpected things, and then there's the things that change. It's never ending. Never ending. And it's loud. Even if it's positive change, it's loud sometimes. It's overwhelming. Even if you are finally finding yourself after years of not feeling like you fit in your own skin, even that can be overwhelming. So I think sometimes it's nice just to focus on the bare minimum for the few moments that we have in the, grand span of time that is life. We can spare a few moments just to breathe, because being alive is a lot, but it's rewarding. You get out of a negative spot and you have that moment of realization. You realize you're out of it, and you just feel that wave of positivity and excitement. Or when you finally get to express yourself the way you want to, or when your skin finally or when you look in the mirror and you can finally recognize yourself. All of those things I think are just little snippets of what make the art of living so interesting to me. You can tell I think about this stuff a lot. It's important to try to understand it, but not to the point of insanity. But what I have learned is even through moments of turmoil or just straight up tough moments, or days where nothing seems to go right, you can always just pause and take some deep breaths and think about the things you can rely on. Isn't it cool that our bodies just know that when we take a deep breath that induces even a slight sense of calm? I think that's really cool. That feeling of your shoulders dropping. It almost feels like your heart rests for a second when you do that too. It's quite cool. You're doing really good. You're doing really good. Not just in this moment, but in general. You are handling so much right now. And you are doing your best with what you are given each day. Even if you're not given a lot, even if things happen or go wrong, you're doing your best. And that is all that matters. As long as you're taking care of yourself, as long as you're sleeping enough for your body. I know me personally, I'm pretty good with just like 6 hours of sleep a night. I physically can't get any more than 8, so that's a bummer. Even when I feel like I could sleep a whole day, my body just won't let me. So whatever amount of sleep that your body prefers most, and I don't mean you, I mean your body, because there is a difference. As long as you're getting that much sleep when you can, which should be every night, really. And as long as you're eating and you're drinking water, and I mean like actual water, not like, oh, I'm having an energy drink or coffee or tea or what else? Oh my god, like, I mean, I already said energy drinks, but like primes and Red Bulls and stuff. I don't mean those. Absolutely not. I mean actual water. Please. Actual water, baby. Just fresh, just cold, crisp water. There is nothing that can replace that. And you need to have protein. Protein is very important when it comes to eating, so not just like cutesy little snacks, like something of actual substance is very important, so please. Please do that. And I think the most important thing, especially as you come back down from feeling quite anxious, perhaps even you're getting a little sleepy now. That'd be wonderful, wouldn't it? Are you? A little. Closing your eyes wouldn't do you much harm. If anything, it'd actually probably be quite good for you. So, please feel free to close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close them. Pretty, please. I'm sure your body would appreciate that too. But I think the most important thing is being kind to yourself and being gentle and understanding with yourself. Not beating yourself up for things. Being able to tell yourself that it's okay if something goes wrong. In your subconscious, I want you to immediately think it's okay. It's gonna be okay. This is fixable, because most things are. Even in the moment, if they feel like, all messy and all over the place and hard to process, almost everything is fixable. So don't worry. Don't let those rampant thoughts get to you too much, okay? And I know that's easier said than done. Trust me, I know that very well. But when something happens that begins to make you feel that overwhelmed and that anxious and jittery, I want you to pause. And take those deep breaths. Hold. And then, only then, do I want you to try to think. And if thinking begins to get to be too much again, you just pause and go. 1, 2, 3. Don't clear your head. 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 You can't think straight if there's nothing but chaos happening up there, okay? So you have to prioritize that. That's one of those being gentle to yourself things. It's about being able to pause for yourself and take care of yourself in that way. It's very important. It's not just to try and self-manage as best as you can for the sake of your brain. And once again, I know that's so much easier said than done. I wish I could be there every time, but sometimes I'm not going to be able to be, so it's important for me to try to teach you things that can help you. A good one that I like to do when I'm personally feeling really anxious or on the verge of a panic attack is I like to look at my surroundings and maybe I'll pick a color like blue, perhaps blue, and I'll try and look around and find everything within my current point of view that is blue. Right now, I have a GoPro battery. The top of it is blue. What else do we have? A remote for my LED lights. That was blue buttons. some books. Some spines of some of my books are blue. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Not 4, not 6, but 5 books on my shelf right now that have blue on them, from what I can see from where I am sitting. You know, doesn't say much, but you know. What else is around here? Do you see anything that's blue? Yeah, you're right, that is blue. Good job. I know it kind of feels like a episode of like a kid's show, but it really helps. Takes your mind off of whatever is happening up there and makes you think about something kind of trivial and kind of silly, but I swear it helps so much. So much. How about you take a turn? Pick a color and look around the room and see you can find with that color. I'll look with you. Good job. That's exactly right, yeah. What else? Yeah. Perfect. Okay, find one more thing. Perfect. Good job. Good job. Very, very, very good. Sometimes I find that really silly things. And I don't mean silly like it's silly. I just mean like you wouldn't think that can kind of bring us back to a more neutral place. I like to hum as well. I like to hum when I'm anxious. I'll pick one of my favorite songs at that moment and I'll try to remember the tune, especially if it's new. Sometimes I get the tune wrong, but yeah, I want to give that a try. Yeah, okay. Sleep Token keeps dropping new songs because a new album is coming in soon, so I've been listening to a lot of them. Old and new, but yeah, I can try some of that. You can't get mad at me if I get pitch wrong though, it's hard to do it quietly. Just a little bit. It's harder to do than you think it. I honestly think it'd be easier just to softly sing. Because humming is like, for me personally, it's like almost harder to control pitch with humming because I'm used to relying on the sounds of the like actual humming, it's just M's, and M's aren't very easy, especially for like high-pitched stuff, head voice stuff. Maybe one day I'll softly sing for you. Maybe. Maybe. I think there's really only one other thing I can offer at the moment. You're doing a really good job. You've calmed down a lot. Either you were actively listening to what I was saying and attempting to understand my, I don't even know if I want to call it a train of thought, because I think it was just a runaway train. I don't know if it made much sense, hopefully it did. But either that, or you were just listening to the sound of my voice, and it was slowly calming you down. And I'm okay with whichever one. As long as you're calm, I don't mind if you attentively listen to me, or if you could not tell me a single word I've said. I don't mind. As long as you're calm, that's all that matters. But I think there's only really one more thing I can offer. Do you know what it is? No. Oh, you poor thing. Well, forehead kisses. There's nothing like forehead kisses, I don't think. They're just one of my favorite things, and if you'd like, you can just either finally close your eyes. If you didn't do it earlier, did you do it earlier when I asked? I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did for sure. You can close your eyes again now. And you can keep them closed. And I'll just sit here, and every once in a while I'll just soft little forehead kisses and top of the head kisses. I don't know if there's anything more soothing than that, to be honest. You're doing really good. I'm really proud of you. You had to come down from quite a bit, but you're doing very well. Remember to be gentle and to be kind to yourself and to others. In a world where harshness and being cold seems to just be growing more rampant. Be different. Be nice and gentle and kind and warm and forgiving. But only forgiving to those who actually deserve forgiveness. Because otherwise, I am okay with holding grudges. As long as they don't take away from the quality of your life, but I won't get into that. As long as they don't interrupt the quality of your life. But I think you know what I mean. The most important person you need to be kind to is yourself. You owe it to yourself, okay? You have come so far, and you have achieved so much. Even if you don't feel like it right now, even if it's hard to see in the moment, trust me, okay? You are inspirational. And what you have done so far with your life in general is something to marvel, okay? You are very valid. Very, very, very valid. Valid, 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 valid. And I'm proud of you. I'm very proud of you, baby. You've done great, love. I knew you could do it. Nice and calm now. No room for being overwhelmed or